Okay, hello everyone. Oh, that's a little loud. My name is Paul Kreutzweiser, Senior Product Manager with Skyjack. Here today with the new model, SJ12. It's a 12-foot vertical mast self-propelled lift. New for us, but obviously, you know, similar class and of competitors that we'll see today. Basic dimensions, 30 inches wide, 60 inches, 54 inches long. Step-in height is only 18 inches. It's a real important feature that we paid a lot of attention to when we were going through the design and development phase. Make sure that it's really easy to get in and out of the platform, as well as driving around on the job site. If you have to go through a doorway, you don't actually have to get off the machine. Just, I guess, starting at the side of the machine here, you'll notice one of the big differences on this machine that we have over some of the other guys in the market. We actually go with a full-size tire. So this is a 12 by 4 inch tire. This is the same size that we use on our compact machine, so our 32 19 scissor. Reason for that, commonality one, you know, fewer parts to stock for our customers, but one of the other real big benefits of doing that is the contact patch. So helping distribute the weight of the machine over a larger contact patch helps keep that local floor load rating as low as possible for sensitive job site applications. Overall weight of the machine, 1,720 pounds as it's equipped. Really no options that increase the weight of the machine. The machine does come standard with a traversing platform, and I'll show that in a minute. Number of options available on the machine, including some gate options. Standard is a chain entrance, as we see here. This machine's equipped with, but we do have a half gate and full height gate option as well. One thing we've done with our gate options is we actually hinge it at about 6 inches out. And that just helps create more area inside the platform. So if you can imagine opening and closing the door, you have a little bit more room just in case you have a bit of a size issue here. So it makes it a little bit more comfortable for the operator. Traversing platform feature activated by a foot pedal here by the platform, but you get a 20-inch extension. Now you'll notice that it's a traversing platform, so not an extension deck. One of the reasons why we went with this as opposed to having an extension deck, again, just to keep that overall weight down as low as possible. The machine is fully drivable at full height with the extension deck out. One of the other nice features we have that this feature gives us is the service position. So there's an additional little latch at the front, which is impossible to get at when you're actually in the machine. We also have a limit switch that does cut out your drive functions and your lift functions when you're in the service position. But the service position gives you access to what we call component tub. And this is where you have access to 100% of your service components. So we've got all the batteries, the power packs, your valving, everything that you would need to service is fully accessible here. Doesn't matter if the machine's functioning or not. You can get at it without having to lift up the mast section and undo the covers. So very service friendly from that point of view. Everything in here, it is a small machine, so it's very compact. We did our very best to try and numerous iterations throughout our design phase and development phase to try and make sure that all components are accessible without having to remove anything. So for example, the batteries can all come out without having to undo or relocate anything else. Same thing with your hydraulic hoses, your valves, everything like that is fully accessible here. We do use Skyjack's standard color-coded numbered wiring system. So again, for serviceability, what that system is universal across our line since day one. So the 13 and 14 wires are always going to be orange and black, respectively, and they're always going to do lift and lower. Doesn't matter if it's the SJ12, a 3219 scissor, an RT scissor, or a boom lift. Those functions are going to be the same for that wire on every single machine that we've made since day one. So that helps with the learning curve of the mechanics. Makes troubleshooting a little bit easier, as you don't have to rely on schematics quite as much to troubleshoot. You get the hang of it pretty quick, and it sticks. We went with a power pack system on this, which is an all-in-one unit. It's a pressure balanced gear pump, 3.5 cc. Gives us all the power we need to get the performance. Torque is equivalent to about 55% grade. Now, obviously, we don't recommend trying to climb a wall with this thing, but it is very important, even on firm level ground. If you have to get up and over, a crack or a small step in the concrete, even big cords, extension cords, pieces of plywood, you want that torque to be able to climb up and over, even though you're not actually on a grade that's going to be that severe. So your local torque is, your local grade is going to be really high in that respect, but we have the power to do it. Now, one of the things that in order to make sure that this machine still operated safely, we actually do have a secondary tilt switch on this machine, which will limit your actual grade to 30%, which is what the maximum recommended drive grade is. And that tilt switch will just simply cut out your forward drive if you're going up a hill. So again, a little bit of a safety feature there to help make sure that even though it has the power, it's not being abused. All steel construction on the service cover, on the platform as well. We use very heavy-duty roller system. It's actually the same, very similar type roller system that we use on our engine trays and our RT scissors. So really good life expectancy there. Very durable, not going to wear it with time. So it's proven for us from that service point of view. The platform is all steel construction as well and fully modular. So it bolts onto the outside mast section. All steel construction, standard checker plate tread design for the platform deck, so a non-skid type surface. Even the railings are 100% modular. You can actually unbolt all of these railings, collapse them down. So again, just from a parts point of view, minimizes the space on shelves required. If you want to throw a railing set in the back of a pickup and do a swap out on a job site, not a problem at all. You don't have a whole basket-shaped thing taking up a lot of air. As far as the controls go, this box is very familiar to the Skyjack electric scissor family. All aluminum construction. It's a two-piece design, so you can just pop off the intersection and all the guts come out. Full service access there. It's all the switches. The nice thing about the aluminum construction is for drywall applications or any kind of paint and stuff like that, it is very easy to clean, and if you have to get down and dirty on it, take a grinder to it, you can do that too. So very easy to recondition, so to speak, in the shop. On the front of the unit, we do have zero inside turn radius, high steer angles, not quite 90. We don't quite need 90 because of the small wheelbase and the geometry of this machine, but a high steer angle, which helps us achieve the zero inside turn radius, and it's a 56-inch outside turn radius. So a very maneuverable machine with the compact dimensions. We do have 4 big tie-down points. Okay, this is big enough to get a standard chain hook end through, so you don't actually have to remove the hook from the chain when you're strapping these things down. These are also used as lifting lugs as well, if you need to crane the machine onto a job site. We have a bit of a fake step here, even though we're only 18 inches platform height. We do have an opening here. This opening is big enough to actually remove the charger. So again, all your service components are 100% accessible on this machine. Just lift the machine up here, and Rear controls, base controls on the machine, recessed in to help protect them if you bang up against the wall or any kind of obstacle. Even the key switch is recessed in, so everything's well protected there. This panel does pop out, and there's a cover on the inside, which we've removed just for demonstration purposes, but this is the electrical panel as well, so it pulls right out. You can service and troubleshoot the machine. Our fully analog control system, which utilizes relays, automotive-style relays, very similar to all of the Skyjack electric scissors that we have. So a very robust, reliable control system. We have the emergency lowering valve here. Just one pull, the valve is right attached to the cylinder, and your freewheel valve and battery disconnect 110 to the platform at the back as well. You'll notice on the mast section, it's a 4-section inverted steel tube mast, so similar to some of the other designs in the industry. Great for helping protect the components on the inside from debris and damage. We use a single lift cylinder and a series of chains to actuate, so you'll notice it's sequential, very smooth. Wear pads are L-shaped wear pads designed to hold up to the life of the machine, but also very easy to replace in case they get damaged. Also very easy to inspect. On the back of the machine here, we have the small aircraft cable system. This is actually our cable retract system for the machine. So what that does is it helps tie all the mast sections again as you're lowering, so that you don't end up having a section get hung up on something and then all of a sudden drop. Because you're relying on gravity to pull everything back down, this system keeps everything tied together and ensures smooth travel on the way back down. So again, operator comfort. Very easy to to visually inspect these, and there's adjustment points at the top if you need to tension it at all. Options we covered. I think that's it.
Lifting lugs, and those are tied down, but I was going to also service
As crane, yep. Exactly.
What height does the unit cut into the pre-load?
We have a limit switch on the top of the mast section, so as soon as you lift up and that switch engages, then you're into elevated drive mode, so the reduced drive speed. So it happens in a matter of 2-3 inches, about the same amount of travel that you need to deploy your pothole system. The pothole system, conventional, as you can see now that the machine's up, conventional drop-down type pothole going the full length of the machine. It folds up underneath, and you can forklift from the side. There's no forklift pockets on this machine, but we've designed it so that you can fork from the side. And there are bars that rest about 1/8 of an inch lower than the pothole, just in case you end up messing with the pothole system and all. So a little bit of added protection there. Okay, on the drive system we use it's actually the same hydraulic wheel motors that we use in our 3219 scissor lift, so our compact series. So again, commonality there, but it is a white hydraulics CE14 model hydraulic motor. Two-wheel drive obviously in the front. And the way we achieve the proportionality is we have a Hall effect joystick in the control box that sends a signal, fully proportional signal down to a motor controller inside the platform or inside the base of the unit. And that's how we achieve the proportionality. So a little bit different than how we do things on the standard SJ3 electric scissors. We're basically replacing the proportional dump valve that we use on those systems with a motor controller, or as I call it, a dumb box. Just simply, controls the motor output. Tilt settings, 3 degrees forward, back, 1.5 side to side. This is the little brother of the family. There is another model available which looks identical to this machine, simply has an extra mass section, and that is our SJ16.
Did you say that this control box is interchangeable?
No, it's not. No. This control box, even though we have 95% common components in this control box with all of our other electric machines, the joystick is different because it is talking to that motor controller. And that's the only component that is different.
So you have this at 60?
We have a 16-footer as well. Yeah.
Has that been reduced?
Yeah, it has.
List price on this unit?
List price on this unit. 2011 list pricing we just actually released, so off the top of my head I want to say $15,380, I believe, is the list price, but don't hold me to that. Comes in just a hair under the 3219, 3215s.
Where,
110 of the platform is right at the back here. It's got gradability rated at 30%. Oh, for driving, well, the tilt sensor is 3 degrees forward, back, and 1.5 side to side. We do have a couple covers, which I'll pop off when we do the Q&As after, but the top cover does come off, gives you full access to your lift mechanism on the inside. You can replace the entire lift mechanism without having to take the mast off. So again, serviceability, there's bolts underneath that you can actually, from the bottom up, undo those bolts to loosen the lift cylinder, and there's a trunnion mount in the top that you can access from that top cover and pop everything right out. You can service the cylinder, the chains, if anything got damaged. But again, our life cycle testing shows that it's going to last the life of the machine. So.
Any questions? Why don't you interrupt and demonstrate the operation of it? And then you do a curve for us. I want to put these because technically you're not supposed to be in the basket. Though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no problem. You got something.
Somebody's screaming at me for...
The platform has a number of different increments that you can lock it into with the foot pedal, just to help give you a little bit more security when you're at height. So while you're driving, it's not rolling in and out. So it does lock into a number of different positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So fully proportional drive and lift controls that we talked about before. You notice that operation is from the front of the unit, steer is at the front of the unit. So from an operator point of view, visibility are not obstructed by the mast at all. Any other questions?